Hello, this is group number 5. This is educational research, and we're going to give the answers of the questions given in the collaborative task number 2. We chose as a group the Colegio Cooperativo La Presentación in Garzón Huila. So how can the school improve the teaching and learning for students? Well, when we talk about improving the learning and teaching a foreign language, we need a real commitment that comes from the principal, the whole community in general, students, teachers, and besides that, we need to hire more trained teachers. That's to have a real context, to give students real context that take them to the place to understand that they need to improve and have real skills in developing a new language. Well, the school also needs to create natural environments to let them develop the students' skills, to try to target, to try to get to the point to have a natural developing in a foreign language. Okay, so well, the second question is, how is the bilingual national plan implemented at the private school we've chosen? Well, the national plan of bilingual pretends that the level of English in Colombia in 2019, according to the European framework, has to be in a minimum level of B2 that takes students to a bilingual state. And this is made based on the standards and competences established by the national government here in Colombia. But we should note that in many schools, however, it's very difficult to achieve the goals and that being proposed by the government, and must be given a certain amount of hours in English that has to be increased, because right now at school we do not have many hours to try to develop this idea from the government. At the private school chosen for by this group, the teachers are the ones who make every effort to carry out educational projects and creating materials, implementing teaching strategies. And however, this is an effort made by teachers of the school, but it's not enough to try to get to take students to that bilingualism. Well, the third question is, how is the technology applied at the private school, in this case at the Colegio Cooperativo? Well, technology in teaching process is vital. Nowadays, we know that learning processes without using the technology, it is complicated. It's really hard to give students enough tools of acquiring a new language without the technology. And the school must provide spaces where they can develop this technology. So that's why the problem right here at the Colegio Cooperativo is because the school is divided in two headquarters, primary and secondary. The problem is in primary because they don't have enough resources for educational and to teach a second language to the students, because the tools, the English room, and all the resources are in secondary. So something we've noticed is that in primary is the based on the education, and they are trying to give all the opportunities to students from sixth grade and older, and younger students they do not have the possibility to develop their skills because they do not have the proper technology to develop it. Well, the third question, the fourth question is, why didactics strategies are used by teachers for implementing the technology at this private school? Well, teachers are trained in the proper and correct use of equipment and technology acquired by the institution. Teachers select special pages in the web where students can find activities and they can strengthen their skills in English, and they have created spaces inside and outside the classroom to use the language, like for example the English Day. Well, the English Day, they try to celebrate the different proposals to make use of language around the school. They are using different techniques in order to help their students, like creating extracurricular spaces, help students achieve and to target the language. Although the school is not providing enough materials and resources established for teaching the second language. That's one of the main problems that the school has. Well, the last question is, what is your viewpoint on using computers for assessing the English learning at the private school? Well, assessing through the computer any type of learning requires handle in technology. Technological tools like computers help a lot at the moment of teaching second languages to a student in different ages. The kids today are very willing to technology, and everything that catches their attention is important to us, and we must use it to help them build their own knowledge. Well, we have the conclusions about this topic that we've mentioned, and some of these conclusions are based on our own ideas that we gather from that we collect with this task. And this, we all think that it was an excellent project and work in order to recognize some issues we have about the process of learning and teaching English in several schools in our country, not only in this school, but also we need to understand that knowledge is very important, but we all need to have real environments, we need to have real resources, we need to have commitment, and we need to have the real tools. And besides that, of course, we need to have trained teachers to help to develop and to take students to that point, to see our nation in a competitive way, being bilingual. Okay, thank you very much, and this is the project of the group number 5. Thank you.